All right, as we are getting close to Xmas and the year is rolling away, this is a welcome development in the ground ecosystem because disbursement intends to commence. And I just hope it start this week so that we can have a relief of what we have been suffering in this ground ecosystem. Nevertheless, pay close attention and make sure you subscribe to the update for more information because disbursement is in this December and we are still waiting for it and we are still praying and hoping for it. Have a nice day, guys.
Our hearts is filled with renewed hope. It's also filled with faith because we understand that this grant that is led by the county director, Apostle Dr. Ken Wakama, would be a provision for every homes, every families, and it will also remind us that even in the final moments of the year, that there will be provisions for us. Yes, and miracles can still and will still happen, even if it's at the end of this December. Miracle will still happen. So this is December, and it's not just going to be another month of empty promises. It will be a season of manifestation of God's goodness and the long-awaited financial breakthrough that we've been praying for. And this is exactly what it's going to be for us. Yes, the grant has undergone various stages of preparations, with moments of delays and waiting that have tested our patience and faith. Yet, throughout this journey, one thing has remained so certain, and that is that God's timing is always perfect. Yes, as December unfolds and just right before us right now, there is a prophetic affront, a prophetic assurance that this is the appointed time for the release of blessings to our homes, to our families, and the week of manifestation is here with us. It is a time for fulfillment of God's promises and financial transformation that we have all been waiting and longing for. And I believe that for those who have remained steadfast with us in faith, your waiting would never be in vain. Yes, the grant is poised to be a testimony of divine provision for countless individuals and also families. And why is this December going to be different actually? Let me tell you three major reasons why this December would be different from other December. Number one of it is because God's promise, or let me say promises, would never fail. This assistance that is coming from Sanctuary World Multipurpose Foundation through the aegis of the country director Apostle Ken Wakama it's going to be an answer to prayers and a fulfillment of God's covenant with his people. So, and it's going to mark a season in this December of harvest for everyone who have sown that seed of faith. Those ones who have sown the seed of expectations and trust and confidence in the process. This December is going to lift them up above their contemporaries. It will be a month of fulfillment of prophecy. It will be a month of remembrance for them because God's promises would never fail. Number two, it's going to be why December is not going to just be another kind or type of December in the past, is because this grant is going to be a time of abundance in this December. It will represent a divine shift from lack of abundance, and many who have experienced struggles and financial constraints throughout the year, this December is going to hold the promise of restoration for them, and it's also going to hold the promise of overflowing into their barns. Just like in Joel chapters 2 verse 25, which says, I will restore to you the years that the locust and the cankerworm and caterpillar have eaten, and my people shall eat in plenty, and they shall praise the name of their God. So I want to believe that this grant is going to be an evidence of restoration for you, for your family, for your homes. And the third is going to be, this December is going to be a faith that is going to produce action. In other words, it's going to be a faith in action month. So that for those who have doubted, it will be a month of renewed belief in the goodness of God for your family. Miracles still happens. And this December is going to be a testimony that God never abandons his own. Your financial breakthrough is not just going to be a possibility, it's going to be a certainty for you who have believed in the process. And what are you to expect in all of this? As the final preparations for this disbursement are being completed, what you should anticipate, you as a person, as an expectant beneficiary, what you should anticipate is swift disbursement. Swift disbursement. The delays of the past will be replaced with speed, and that's what is called swift disbursement. So that every necessary step that is being taken to ensure that funds are distributed promptly and efficiently, they would be swung into action in this December. In other words, it's going to be a collaborative work where God is going to maintain speed on everything that has to do with disbursement into your bank account. Yes, and the process is going to reflect transparency and integrity. Accountability also would be a watchword. That is even one of the reasons why it has been delayed, because of accountability, because this fund has to really be accounted for from the donors. Every intended recipient must receive their blessing. It has to be accounted for. This fund is going to impact lives, so it has to be accounted for. It's not just going to be about individuals, because it's going to bring transformation to communities. It's going to empower businesses. It's going to uplift families who are down financially. Is going to uplift them. So there is a need for accountability in the process. To you, it might be a small thing. Let this fund just be distributed and let everybody go and rest. But there has to be an accountability, because we are talking about communities here, not just you as a person, but the grassroots. And while we await the manifestation of this long anticipated grant, let us enter into this season, this Yuletide season, with gratitude in our hearts. We need to celebrate in advance, because your financial breakthrough is already here.